going to do a short preview about our last class about past simple progressive and past simple and past progressive. So we're going to do some online exercises. So I'm going to share with you my screen. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. So I'm going to share with you this online exercise. So you're going to organize these letters to make a sentence using past simple or past progressive. So for example, here we have, for example, two letters in capital letters. So we can identify that both of them or one of them could be the initial word for our sentence. So we're going to start. For example, you. You were working as a waitress in a cocktail bar. Sorry, in a cocktail bar when I met you. When I met you. Okay, we are combining here two tenses, progressive and simple. The clue here is you need a background, a big event in this case. We're working. In the period that person was working as a waitress, he or she met another person. This is the past simple that interrupt that linear event. So we're going to start with, okay, anyone else? Viviana and Juliet. So, Juliet, please. Let's start with this sentence.
Okay.
What could be the right option?
Okay. Wait me a second.
So, the right option.
Okay. When I was running.
I was running.
No, when I was running.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry.
When
When
I
I
was
was
running,
running. Uh, when I was running, okay, around, I don't know, around, ay, ok, no, o sea, sé como tal vez pueda terminar, pero no sé cómo conectarlos o qué sentido tiene. When I was running.
I will give you a clue. So when
Sorry.
I walked into the room.
Okay.
Into the room. And please complete.
When I walk into the room.
Into the room. Into the room. Okay. Into the.
And when I walk into the room. The dog was running.
The dog was running.
Running around the room.
Around the room.
It was a chaos.
It was.
Okay. Pero no sería it was chaos o it was a chaos?
It was chaos.
Okay.
It was chaos. Okay. Yes, it has sense. It has all the sense, but it is not organized so well. So let's check. And walk it into the room. When I walked into the room, it was a chaos. It was chaos. The dog
The dog was
mhm,
running around. Okay.
around the room. But
Okay.
did you well? You understood that initially
Yes.
it was an event in past simple, and in that precisely moment, the dog was running around the room for that reason. It was the reason for the chaos.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you, Julia.
Thank you.
So, Viviana, please organize the sentence.
Okay, teacher. Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay, excuse me.
Excuse me,
Zero is
sir.
sir. Uh-huh. Um, mm, excuse me, sir. I know. Mm, ca-
Can?
espérate. Ay, no. Es que no sé. Mm, mm, what do, what do you night? No. What do you, I'm doing. What were,
What were?
what were you doing
What were you doing
last night?
last night?
Eh, espérate que es que, espérate, excuse me, sir.
Don't worry, take your time.
What were you doing last night? Can, mm, excuse me, sir. Yo creo que es, excuse me, sir. Can you tell?
Perfect. So, moment, please.
Qué pena, profe.
Don't worry. Can you tell me? Can you tell me? Mhm.
What
What?
were you doing
What were you doing? What were you doing
last night?
last night?
Um, o será, what were you doing at 11 o'clock last night?
Perfect.
Uh,
At 11 o'clock last
last
night.
night. Mhm.
Check. Perfect. Totally correct. Perfect. Thank you, Viviana. So, welcome, Estela. And please organize the
Thank you.
set.
Hi, good evening, everybody. All right. As accident, the police. I was. Uh, as soon as I saw the accident, I called the police.
Oh, so perfect. As soon as I saw the accident, I called the police. Perfect,
Thank
100%.
you, teacher.
So
Teacher,
smart.
can I ask you something, please?
Sure, for sure, Camilo.
Can I leave for maybe 10 minutes and come back?
Perfect. Don't worry.
Okay,
This moment?
okay, teacher. Thank you.
Oh,
I will come back.
perfect.
Thank
Don't worry. Thank you. Let me know when you arrive. Thank you. So, Viviana and Juliet. Perfect. Juliet is perfect. So, we're going to start today a new topic. It is like a little bit tricky. It is past perfect simple and past perfect progressive. It is not common for daily conversations or for for example, our foreign interventions or something like that. But we use a lot these kind of tenses in academic writing or for short stories on when we are going to present some international exams or something like that. But in common conversations, it is not. Those are not common, precisely because they are so a little bit tricky and they have a specific structure. So,
Teacher,
well,
that
tell
is
me.
the same the passive voice, yes? The passive voice is not
Mm,
common in a in a conversation in the street, for example. Yes,
yes,
but it's
totally agree.
it's
Those are tricky
it,
structures for
uh,
headaches, for students' headaches. But
yes, it's terrible.
yes, totally agree. So I'm going to share with you my screen again. So share. So we have here, uh, okay, this infographic that I'm going to send to you at the end of our session. Don't stop. So, past perfect and past perfect progressive. Short quote, nostalgia is like a grammar lesson. You find the present tense and the past perfect. So, after that reflection, we're going to observe that there is a basic structure for those kind of tenses. Past perfect or past perfect simple, we can find both kind of terms in grammar books in that way. We use the past perfect simple with action verbs to emphasize the completion of an event. For example, I'd waited up an hour for the bus. Past perfect simple emphasizes the completion of the activity. Despite someone had waited for a long period of time or for a period of time, a specific situation or a specific thing, the waiting is over. He or she is not waiting anymore for the bus. We can assume that the bus finally arrived or something like that. But the completion of activity is over. So the structure in affirmative, we have the subject, we had, and the verb in past participle. So always we're going to use had. This is the main auxiliary that indicates us that we are talking in past perfect. Always. It doesn't matter if we are using I, she, he, we, they, a cat, a book, a group of people, or something like that. Always will be in past and it will be had. For example, I had studied Japanese before I moved to Tokyo. I had or I'd studied Japanese. So, structure in negative, subject, had, negative particle, and the verb in past participle. She had not washed the dishes when Julia came. He hadn't washed the dishes when Julia came. Again, if you're going to use this kind of tense in conversations, you can use the contractions because it is more correct or for easy usages. However, if you're going to write, please don't use contractions. Always use, please, the long form. So, interrogative structure had always will be in place the auxiliary. Had, subject, verb in past participle, and remember the question mark. Had she lost her wallet before she came home? And no more. So this is the past perfect. So past perfect progressive or past perfect continuous. You can find whatever these forms in grammar books. We use the past perfect continuous to focus on the activity and duration of the activity. The builders had been putting up the scaffolding when roof fell in. The past perfect continuous emphasizes a continuing or ongoing action. Aquí, los constructores, los obreros, habían estado estableciendo, poniendo, organizando, ensamblando el andamio cuando el techo se cayó o se erigió. ¿Bien? So, the structure in affirmative, sorry. Subject, had, been. Always we're going to use these particles. Those are the particles which are fixed always in past perfect progressive. And the verb with ing. We're going to forget about past participle verbs. We're going to use the verb in its normal form, but at the end with ing. I was tired because I had been working a lot. Estaba cansada porque había estado trabajando mucho. Structure negative, subject had not been, again, verb with ing. Kate didn't get weight because she had not overeaten. She had not, she had not overeaten. So, ella no había estado aquí. I forgot to place been. Remember, please, may I place the been in each sentence. So, interrogative. Had subject been verb with ing. Have you been waiting a taxi for an hour? ¿Has estado esperando un taxi por una hora? So, this is the final structure for past perfect progressive. So, you're going to identify in these next slides the correct tense. For example, I'm going to present you a short paragraph and you're going to identify, for example, here. Jane and Emily's friend were in the audience before that night. They had never seen Jane and Emily dance. So, they had never seen is in past perfect tense, plain. So, in fact, Jane and Emily had never danced in front of anyone. Okay. In fact, Jane and Emily had never danced. This is in past perfect tense. So, no more. Past perfect tense or past perfect simple or so. So, we're going to start with Viviana. Please identify here what could be the structures in present simple, past perfect simple, and past perfect progressive.
Past perfect progressive and past simple, teacher?
Yes.
Past simple. Okay. The first is past simple. Donald looked at
Mm-hmm.
the car.
Perfect.
Okay. I had been going. It is past progressive.
Past progressive?
Ay, ¿cómo es? No, estamos viendo ahorita. Past, ay, past perfect progressive.
Yes, it is
Ay,
it's
Dios,
tricky. Me too. It
trabalengua ahí.
happens to me too.
Sí, it had been going for an hour or so.
Yes.
It's past perfect progressive.
Yes.
He knew how to fix cars. Is past. He knew how to fix cars. He had been working as a mechanic for 5 years before. Well, okay. He had been working is a past perfect progressive.
Perfect.
As a mechanic for years before he moved to the country. He moved to the country is a past simple.
Past simple. Perfect.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Simple past. Okay. Donald got his tools is a past simple too.
Mm-hmm.
He looked under the hood is past.
Mm-hmm.
Past simple.
Yes.
It seemed that is past simple too. Had been heating up is a past progressive, past perfect progressive.
Yes.
He crawled under the car is past simple.
Perfect, Vivian. You did it perfect. Thank
Thank you.
you. So, Juliet, please go ahead with this.
Okay. Last weekend, last weekend, I have to say for phrases or a whole sentence.
The whole sentence.
Okay. Last weekend, Mark and Trisha went on a date. That's simple.
Yes.
Mark took Trisha to the golf course. That's simple.
Yes.
Mark loved to golf. That's simple.
Yes.
He had learned to golf as a child. past perfect simple.
Perfect.
He had even played on a team in high school. Past perfect simple.
Right.
Before that day, Trisha had never golfed. That's funny that word. I think golfed is past perfect simple.
Perfect.
She did not know how to go. She did not know how to hold the golf club.
Yes.
Okay,
Perfect.
and that's participle. And wait, she did not know how to hold the golf club. Okay. Okay, I'm doubting here. Did not. Hmm. Oh my gosh. She did not, but, o sea, eso sería como, she didn't know. Ella no sabía,
Uh-huh.
sería pasado, ¿no?
Yes, simple, progressive, perfect.
Okay. Is progressive?
Progressive. Progressive is when you use verb to be plus ing. She was
Okay, that's then it's past simple.
perfect. Yes.
and and
Don't say that. Yes.
oh my gosh. And she did not know the rules. Past simple.
Okay, perfect. You did it well. Esther, are you here? No, I don't know. Oh, okay. So it is important to identify those kind of sentences in any writing.
Yeah.
It is important to identify well, to identify the tenses, how to answer, how to look for, or something like that. So we're going to watch a short video and we're going to practice more about this beautiful and perfect.
Hmm.
I love it. I love that. that. So
Profe, no se ve el video.
Yeah, I was going to say the
I'm
same.
sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
I was like, hey, good music, but
Okay, I'm sharing with you my screen. So sorry. So again. Okay. Here.
Wait a minute. How did you finish up shaving? Throughout history, all the great men, all the great leaders, all the great achievers, they all have something in common. The answer gave them everything they want. The answer is the key to success. Just need to believe in yourself and let the universe do all the rest for you. This is the answer. Okay. Doesn't make any sense. No, this answer is real. I saw it on Wikipedia. I'll prove it to you. Yeah. Very good. I'm up.
So, guys, and based on that video, we're going to reorganize or transform these following sentences. For example, here, he's waiting for the date to be completely happy. So we're going to transform this sentence into past perfect progressive. So he had been waiting for the date to be happy. So that is the complete structure, had been waiting. So please, Juliet, transform this sentence into past perfect progressive.
Okay. He had been shaving his face to look more handsome.
Okay, he had been shaving his face to the rest. Perfect. Thank you, Juliet.
Yeah.
So, Viviana, please transform this sentence into past perfect tense.
Past perfect.
Past perfect simple tense. Don't cry, please, don't cry.
He had the downloads.
Download with S, with ing, with ed.
Is past perfect progressive or past perfect?
Past perfect.
Yes. He had downloaded
Okay, you have downloaded.
a razor app to fix the problem.
Razor app to the rest. Perfect. He had downloaded a Razor app to fix the problem. Perfect. Thank you, Viviana. Stella is here? Yeah, okay, are you here? Perfect.
Yes, teacher, thank you.
Don't worry. So, please organize this sentence, transform this sentence into past perfect simple.
Past perfect?
Past perfect simple, yes.
Okay. He almost gives up because his research didn't work. He had almost
He had
gave up, gave up.
gave up
Yes, teacher, because his research didn't work.
okay, because his razor. Okay, okay. Gave up. What is the past perfect of this verb? Gave.
Gave, he had, um, I'm not sure, teacher, maybe it doesn't change? Give?
Given.
Given, yes, sorry.
Don't worry, he had almost given up because his razor didn't work. Perfect, thank you. So, again, Juliet, please Transform this and another one for you. Another one because you this one. So, Juliet, please transform this sentence into past perfect progressive. Juliet.
Oh, sorry. I was talking and my mic was off. Sorry.
Transform, please, this sentence into past perfect progressive.
Okay. I say that he had been reading the book to get the answer.
Okay. Reading the book. For the rest. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Juliet. So, Viviana, please transform this sentence into past perfect simple.
Past perfect. Ay, past perfect. Many famous people. Ay, the past, the read. 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 Past perfect. Past perfect what, teacher?
Simple.
Past perfect simple. Past perfect. Had, okay, many famous people have read the book to falta ahí, ¿no? Sí, cierto.
No. To look for the answer. Look
Ah,
for complement. It doesn't matter.
for the answer.
Perfect. Many famous people had read the book. For the rest. Okay, finally, Stella, please transform this sentence into past perfect progressive.
All right. He has been focusing to make.
I'm sorry,
He has.
he has
Pardon, what is the tense?
past,
Present.
past, past,
Past perfect progressive. All right. He has
he has
been. Sorry, he had. He
where
had been focusing to make her breast grow.
perfect for the rest. Okay, thank you. That is the beautiful and unique past perfect and past perfect progressive. So we're going to watch another video to make a short explanation about these things. Past perfect tense. Give me a moment, please. So
Hello and welcome to today's Guarana Game Show. I'm your host, Will, the last document that ever matters. And of course, let's not forget Leslie, our all-knowing voice in the sky. Hello, everyone. Tonight we're going to ask you 3 questions about the past perfect. That useful tense using had and the past participle for talking about the past that's past the past. Okay, now let's meet our contestants. Hi, Will. My name's Mark. And contestant number 2. Hello, everyone. I'm Levington. Welcome back, Levington. Win this one and you'll be on a par with our last champion, Maya. Really? Where is she now? Oh, don't worry about her. She's squiddled away somewhere. Okay, let's get going, and don't forget, you can play along at home too. Our first round is a find the mistake round. Can you correct the mistake in each of these sentences? I didn't eat by the time I had left home.
So, girls, Who wants to answer this question? I didn't eat by the time I had left home. This sentence has a mistake. Who wants to answer?
Maybe I, teacher.
Don't worry. Okay.
All right. I think I will say I. It is in in past perfect.
In past perfect.
I hadn't.
I hadn't
Um, I hadn't eaten
eaten.
by the time I left home.
I had left home. So let's see. So,
I hadn't eaten by the time I left home. Correct. When I
so well, Stella, you did it perfect.
Thank you.
So the next one. When I had arrived home, my sister already made lunch. Who wants to correct this sentence?
Teacher, I
So
can
we
see.
can-
Can I?
Okay.
It,
Right?
I is in okay. Past simple progressive.
Past perfect. Past perfect
Okay.
tense.
Past perfect. But it's in past perfect. But it's in past.
This first part
Yes.
is
When
in past
I
perfect.
arrived home, my sister already made lunch. Yes. What is the change?
In Spanish. Cuando he llegado a casa, mi hermana ya hizo el almuerzo o la comida.
Por eso ya está en
In this part, we have a mistake. My sister already made lunch.
It's my sister made. No. It's the same. Made is in past in past participle, no?
In this part, it is past simple. My sister already made lunch. It's in simple.
My sister. Okay. My sister had already made lunch.
Let's see.
had arrived home, my sister already made lunch. When I arrived home, my sister had already made lunch. Correct.
Correct. So
I had woken up late because I forgot to.
So I had woken up late because I forgot to set my alarm clock. Who wants to answer? Who dares?
Hágale, Julie, que falta usted.
I know, but I don't dare. I don't know.
By finger crazy. Por democracia. So, try, Juliet.
Obviously. Okay, I had woken up late because I forgot to set my alarm clock. I don't know, it sounds weird to me, but I don't know where.
En Spanish, me había levantado tarde porque olvidé poner mi reloj de alarma. It sounds good, but in terms of past perfect tense, it doesn't have sense.
Okay.
In this part, we are using
Maybe
past perfect.
maybe I woke up late because I had forgotten to set my alarm clock.
Let's
Set my alarm clock. I woke up late because I'd forgotten to set my alarm clock. Correct.
Yeah, it was right. Surprise.
Thank you, Viviana, to advise.
Consequences.
Consequences. Everyday consequences.
Leslie, good job, everyone. The past perfect describes actions that happened before the point in the past that we are currently speaking about. Once the time in the past has been set, it allows us to go back for a moment to a point before that. Events in the past perfect always take place before the past simple or past continuous. Well done, have 23 points between you, to be divided according to the day of the week and the strength of your personality. Let's have a bonus question. Look at this sentence and tell me how the verb phrase had should be pronounced. I had a shower. Do it again. I had a shower. Oh, sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Try closing one eye and pulling your lips back. Had. One more time. Maybe hold your arms above your head. Had. One for luck. Just lift your leg. A little higher. Higher still. Had. Totally wrong, I'm afraid. And your attempt to distract us with your weird body movements only make things more embarrassing for you. What a shame. Levington? I had a shower. Well done.
Again, to focus on the pronunciation. So,
well done. Leslie? Well done. Shame. Levington? I had a shower.
the first had was so close, so quiet, and the second had was more intense. I had a shower. It is like tricky sentence, but we have to use it at any time.
Well done. Leslie? When had is pronounced as an auxiliary verb, it takes its weak form. If the main verb is also had, we pronounce the first one weak and the second one strong. I had a great time. 15 points for Levington. On to question 2. The past perfect is formed with had and a past participle verb. But in which other grammatical structure is the past perfect form required? It's got to be the past perfect continuous. Had plus been plus verb ing. A swing and a miss there, Levington. Mark, would you like to give it a try? No idea. Are you sure? If Levington had known the answer, he would have got the points. Oh, third conditional. It's a third conditional. Leslie, well done. The third conditional is used to talk about the possible consequences of past events that didn't happen. Its formula uses the past perfect in the conditional clause. If plus had plus the past participle, would plus have plus the past participle. Well done. If Levington had given me the answer, I would have given him 20 points. But for you, 3. On to our last question. The past perfect can also be used to talk about unrealized hopes. In this case, its pronunciation changes significantly. How? Isn't the auxiliary verb usually stressed instead of unstressed? Very good. Can you give me an example? I had intended to just do my best, but now I want to beat Maya's record. Good for you. Maya was a lot more intelligent than you are, but people love an underdog. Leslie, well done. The past perfect is often used to express unrealized hopes. Those are things we wanted but didn't happen. Verbs like wish, hope, intend, and want are common in this structure. We also usually stress the auxiliary verb. Well done, Levington. 6 points for you.
So, about unrealized events, we need to highlight something. So, for example, unrealized events is regarding when in a period of time it was a real situation in your life or somebody's lives, and you had the opportunity to make, do, say, or expect something different, but you didn't do. For example, in my case, I am 30 years old, and when I was 20, my father died for diabetes. And if, well, I had wished to have more money to help him and to give him a better medical treatment. It was a real situation. My father died. But in this point of my life, I consider that I would do something better to improve his quality. So, to inspire our intervention, so we're going to watch. Okay. I'll watch the short video. So, do not please do that. So,
If we show emotion, we're called dramatic. If we want to play against men, we're nuts. And if we dream of equal opportunity, delusional. When we stand for something, we're unhinged. Super's gonna need to calm down. When we're too good, there's something wrong with us. And if we get angry, we're hysterical, irrational, or just being crazy. But a woman running a marathon was crazy. Officials tried to pull her off the course. A woman boxing was crazy. A woman dunking? Crazy. Coaching an NBA team? Crazy. A woman competing in a hijab, changing her sport, landing a double cork 1080, or winning 23 Grand Slams, having a baby, and then coming back for more? Crazy, 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 and crazy. So if they want to call you crazy, fine. Show them what crazy can do.
so okay, let's stop here. So, about unrealized intentions, we commonly use the verbs wish, intent, want, hope. In the previous example of my example, hubiera deseado tener más dinero para ayudar a mi padre, ta, 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 ta. Hubiese querido, hubiese esperado, hubiese deseado. Those kind of verbs gives us a clue to change a situation in our past to do something different, but we couldn't do it. So, please, you're going to share some common things in your past that you wanted to, or want to change using, please, the realized event. So I'm going to write here the verbs you're going to use. Wish, remember wish, want, intent, and hope. Hubiera deseado, hubiera querido, hubiera esperado, esforzado. So, please, who wants to start? Not all at the same time.
Me, teacher.
Oh, Juliana, thank you.
My
You are so quiet,
sorry.
Juliet.
Okay. I had wish study English when I was 20 years old.
20 years old, okay. You had wished to study English,
Yes,
after I had
study
wished
English.
to study English. Why?
Because at the moment it's most difficult for me learn English. Yes, I think that if I was take the before experience, today I was no I will be able better.
What which were the situations that avoid you learned English early?
Es que mi perro está aquí ladrando. Sorry.
He wants to participate.
Okay.
So, what was the situation or what was the issues that you had to avoid you started your process earlier?
Mm,
Or you couldn't start before?
before, okay. Because before I hate English.
Thank you for your
I,
confession.
if you ask me, hey, do you want to study English? I said no, never. I hate English.
Okay.
But when the when the time
Mhm.
I start I take love for the English, yes. But I think sometimes I think is late. But okay, I say I improve. I can be better, and I think that in my process mm, how do you say he mejorado?
You had improved.
You had 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 been
You had improved. Has
had
mejorado. Muy
improved
mejorado.
had improved my skills.
Your communicative skills. So you
Yes,
have a good level.
yes.
So why did you hate English?
I because I had a bad experience with my teacher in the school.
Mm.
She was like a ogre, and the English was a bad dream for me. Yes, I when I saw the teacher, oh no,
Ah,
that was for the teacher, no for the language, was for the teacher. The teacher was the reason that I hate the English. Yes, the English is difficult, it's harder. Yes, and when you have a bad teacher English,
worst.
is worse. Yes, teacher.
Oh,
Mhm.
it happens to not only you. I guess that you could find a lot of people who got traumatized by their teachers, by their English teachers, and it was so sad. And for that reason, we're studying English in order to change those
Mhm.
kind of bad experiences. So,
Yes,
thank you,
teacher.
Viviana.
Thanks, teacher.
So, Juliet, Estela, who wants to share with us?
Okay, I can teach her.
Okay.
Um, all right. I had intent to spend more time with my older daughter when she was a baby.
Oh, why? What happened?
What happened? I was very young, and then I was in secondary school when my daughter born, and I was 17 years. And then I leave the secondary school.
Mhm.
She born, and the next year I continued with my 11th grade.
Mhm.
Like, yes. And then I had to leave my baby with my mom. If not, I couldn't finish the secondary school.
Oh,
And it was like time that I lost with her. And but after, thanks God, I had my second baby. I was 24 when she born, and I had the opportunity to play with my baby, to spoil her. Like it was very different. And now I think that I lost that time with my first baby.
yes, time never come back, but you can obviously compensate those kind of situations with.
But teacher is very difficult because uh, that time never come back. It's true. And right now she's 25, and she's going to leave to France this year.
Oh my God! It's all no.
Yes.
So young to live abroad, but it is a beautiful experience, of course. And France is an excellent country.
Yes, but it's like it's not usual for me. Everybody say it is a good experience. It is for to improve her knowledge and future and everything. But I can feel like that. I feel she's my baby and she's gone. Like she's going to leave me. Mm, it's
Mm, it's quite difficult. It is so difficult.
really
Well,
yes.
how many times will she be out?
She's going right now for 1 year to study French. And she said if everything is good there, she's going to do she's an architect and
Wow.
she wants to do the to study more but the in France like about her career like one it's not degree it's something different is
Bachelor? No, no, bachelor, no.
no
Magister? PhD?
no something like for example she's an architect and she can study as a I don't know how to say that in English como especializarse en alguna rama de la arquitectura.
Get an specialized degree.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, wow. Well, it seems that her future will be there.
Yes.
But thanks to you, she unfortunately can't do that because, for example, I really love to do this. It is so spectacular, but it is true. Time never comes back, but it is important that you gave her the enough stability to take
Mhm.
the all decisions, and it is important. Um,
And that is one reason why I am studying until this time. I agree with Viviana. Like I would like to study before.
do you hate English too?
No, no, not really. But in secondary school, it's like in my time, to learn English was more difficult than now because I even didn't have a cell phone. Now we have internet, we have computers, we have cell phones, we have everything. But in that time was more difficult.
Yeah.
And then it's why like the teacher go inside the classroom and you just have to learn and we learn only for today and tomorrow and the next day I forgot it. It was like that
Yes, yes,
when
yes.
I had to go, when I had the opportunity to go to live in Trinidad and Tobago, I
Mhm.
only know to say yes and not and thank you and bye. That was all that I learned. And then when I got there the first time, I had my baby, my second baby. She was 20 days. She born and
Oh,
after 20 days I take her and uh, and then she grow up the small one. And the big one, she was
yes.
6 years. And then
Oh,
I had to take her to school, and it was very difficult. She was like a monkey there because all the children want to play with her and watch her because everybody is um, from uh, India and locals, and
mhm.
then she was very white and
Okay, because they are from color. They are of color. They are
and
brown
she
and
went to a government school and it's like about 500 children and she didn't know English. It was, you can imagine the experience. The best thing is like after 2 months, she was speaking in the phone with the friends.
wow. Oh, okay.
And right now she has a very good level and
Oh,
she was doing like traductor and something like that
translator.
in La Javeriana. But she didn't do the exam. She has to do the exam maybe next month. But I don't know if she's going to pass. She says she has to read too much to pass the exam.
But it is a good job opportunity because translators or interpreters are very,
Yeah, that
very well paid. Very, very well paid.
is
Oh, okay. Congratulations for your kids.
Thank
You did a great job, Stella. Great,
thank you.
despite of different kind of things, but you gave them the enough stability to take those kind of decisions to grow up as a personal or professional people. So, congratulations, Stella.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, thank you, Stella. So, Juliet, you're so quiet today. What happened?
No, no, I was so concentrating the Lady and Vivian story that I was like, ah, okay. I didn't think about
Share
this.
with us.
Ah, okay. Well, I don't like to be a person like that. It has regrets.
Mhm.
I don't like it. I just it's not me. But maybe I had wished learn English better, not in the way that I learned, because sometimes I found I found it very difficult because it's like you had learning in a way that some maybe was not okay, wasn't correct, and you have to how, how did I say this? Uh, Relearn. Yes, it's not like that. Reaprender. No, no reaprender, sino.
To fit in a model, in an English model learning.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, sometimes it's very hard and it's frustrating and it's just like so yeah, I had wished to learn in the right way, in to because now I have to fill so many voids and I don't know, it's just like I wish that.
How would you like to learn English? What would be your proposal for learning English in a different way?
No, no, like in a different way, because I consider that every way has, the good side and is good. But I don't know how to explain it. Like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. No, no, in the method, but in the way that I learn. Yes,
What
like
kind of
there are
way?
some steps, at specific the steps to learn English in a specific way. Yeah, you have to learn first this, first that, and that is consecutive the learning, and that's what I didn't have. So you know
Yes.
that it's
First of
hard.
all, you have to start with past simple. After that,
Yeah,
with
exactly, exactly,
perfect tense. So, so good.
exactly.
You are disagreed with that situation, with that sequence.
Disagree? No, agree.
Agree.
Because
Okay.
in order to learn this, you have
Mhm.
first to learn that. So
I got it.
that is what I didn't have. That's what I didn't learn. Yes, and
Mm,
that's what I refer what when I say that sometimes I had voids, holes in my learning. So it's very difficult to me.
oh, okay. But you're doing pretty well. Okay. Well, you have a very, very well.
Thank you.
Very, one of
I'm
the students,
struggling
two
right now, but
students,
thank
students,
you.
Eleni and Rosemary, of course, because Rosemary had a great advantage because she
Yes, of
lives
course.
abroad and so on. But you three have a very good level, so don't worry. You three are doing too well. And Juliet, of course, you in this moment you don't have any specific situation that okay, I'm regret for that, and
Yeah,
I
yeah, of course.
have
I was
regret.
like, oh my gosh, what can I say? I don't know. I haven't lived yet, so
But it is so special because besides, okay, it is true that you're so younger, you're 18 or something like that. Okay,
yeah.
but there are a lot of women, men, or something like that. But, okay, a lot of people in your age that had a lot of different complicated
Yes,
so
of
blessed.
course. Yeah, agreed.
Definitely, thank you to that because you're okay. You're a girl who are doing your career, and some years you are doing you're okay. You're working in your field, and Everything will be perfect.
Ah, thank you, teacher.
So, girls, let's this today. Okay, let's finish here. And let's back to Spanish. So, les voy a enviar ahorita una pequeña encuesta de satisfacción que nos envió la universidad para poder identificar necesidades, lo que ustedes necesiten, qué tipo de cosas ustedes recomiendan a la universidad en este tipo de encuentros, ese tipo de cositas. Les voy a enviar, por favor, para que me hagan el favor de diligenciarlo. No se tardarán, espero. Sí, no, dijeron que era una corta encuesta, así que sí. No más de 5 minutos. Va a ser corta, va a ser totalmente confidencial. Lo que ustedes necesiten expresar, eso va directamente para la universidad, como les digo, para mejorar los procesos educativos, para mejorar esos encuentros. So, se los voy a enviar ahorita. ¿Tienen alguna duda, pregunta, inquietud con referencia a lo que hemos visto en esta sesión?
Yes, I do. Cuando hiciste la referencia que, por ejemplo, cuando, o sea, entre la escritura y cuando estamos hablando. Entonces, siempre, o sea, eso se consideraría una regla que nosotros tenemos que escribir had not en, no sé, textos escritos y hadn't bueno, cuando estamos hablando, ¿es una regla?
No es que se vamos a hablar reglas así puntualmente.
Sí.
No, lo que pasa es que cuando tú haces exámenes internacionales y te piden que uses ese tipo de tiempos, tú no puedes hacer contracciones, porque sería como utilizar el por qué, que a veces la gente escribe por la Q apóstrofe, se considera de mala educación, se considera de rude. Siempre cuando uno escucha a un nativo hablar, pues, achiquitan todo, ashortan todo,
Sí.
todo es mucho más pequeño, entonces por eso es que usualmente tú no escuchas así, I had eaten my dinner last night. No, no pasa. Ni siquiera en el inglés británico, que como vieron en el video ese del Grammar Show, ese todo coloreto, ese es un inglés británico, muchísimo los acentos, como pudieron ver, es muy diferente la pronunciación. Ni siquiera en ese se utilizan las expresiones largas, no. Y cuando uno escucha hablar a esas personas, obviamente van a 1000 por hora y todo contractions.
So, espera, ¿me lo puedes repetir?
Claro que sí.
No, no, eso no, o sea, la expresión, que como ellos van tan rápido, no le toca decir como, ¿me lo puedes repetir, por favor?
¿Qué, la oración que dije?
No, o sea, cuando los nativos hablan tan rápido, que como acortan todo.
Acortan todo y no hacen las oraciones largas.
Entonces, como hablan tan rápido, no les toca decir como, espérate, ¿me puedes repetir, por favor? Que no te... Eso era, sorry.
Perdón, me confundí yo, ¿qué repito? Exactamente, uno tiene que por favor verles que repitan porque obviamente lo acortan todo, se vuelve mucho más cortico. Inclusive, pues yo pienso que si algunos hemos hablado con los costeños, es algo muy parecido. Contaminado, 1000 por hora, inclusive achiquitan y pegan muchas oraciones. Es algo así parecido, solamente acostumbrar un poquito el oído. Eso es todo. Sí, más o menos se considera una regla de politeness, so, hay que tener para exámenes internacionales, para el septo, ese tipo de cosas que más adelante vayan a presentar.
Ok, muchas gracias.
O sea, profe, que todo eso del reporter speech y todas esas cosas es como ya como un requisito nomás para presentar el examen, porque de resto eso como que para nada.
Para nada.
Estar hablando de eso, porque bueno, he escuchado que ese reporter speech es como para cuando está presentando, digamos, una noticia. Más o menos así. Pero
para dar razones. Que Viviana dijo que hay fiesta en la casa de ella. Ese tipo de cosas son las que se conocen por speech.
Ya. Sí, no, pues de resto no me quedó pues claro lo que hicimos, todo muy bueno como siempre, con así la metodología que tú manejas muy bueno, entonces se entiende uno más. Muy chévere este ejercicio, profe, muchísimas gracias.
Con mucho gusto. Igual en la otra sesión, después de Semana Santa, después de que nos vacacionemos un poquito, vamos a ver más usos de ese tipo de cosas, porque sí es un poquito confuso, obviamente, sí a veces uno lo confunde con el progresivo y se le cruzan aún todos los cables.
Que lo vienen todos juntos ahí, que el pasado simple con el progresivo y con el pasado perfecto progresivo y con el pasado perfecto.
Exactamente.
No, eso es un dolor de cabeza. Sí,
Total.
muchas gracias, profe.
No, con mucho gusto. Vamos a seguirlo repasando, pero yo creo que las otras dos sesiones, porque sí es importante como tenerlo presente. Son ejercicios mentales que uno empieza a hacer. Entonces uno sí está acostumbrado a utilizar el presente simple y el presente simple no pasa y pues no, porque hay otros tiempos. Entonces pues sí, son ejercicios mentales para empezar como a agilizar la mente y a pensar mucho más en inglés. ¿Algo
Sí,
más
súper
que quieran decir antes de irnos de Holy Week?
No, teacher, thank you very much.
You're very welcome. So, les voy a enviar entonces el link para que me ayuden en esos 5 minuticos a terminar, a llenar la encuesta.
Muchas gracias. Feliz noche.
Pues feliz noche, feliz
Happy
noche.
Holy Week.
Happy Holy Week.
Bye.
Bueno,
Thank
gracias,
you.
profe, que
Same to
disfruten.
you. Bye.
No van a asociar mucho. Chao.
Bye, guys.